And I think so many people underestimate the concern that patients have with medications. Their willingness to be adherent is really difficult if you don't explain to them why the patients are seeing the response that they do when they take their medications and when they don't take their medications.
We really wanted to work as a collaborative team. And so we said, hey, we can come in 2 or 3 weeks or maybe even a month after you see them to make sure that new medication that they're on is working. So it's been a pretty seamless process, I would say, from that perspective.
A lot of patients were not understanding why they were taking their medications or how they worked, and that caused the patients not getting the optimum care.
The only real thing that I think changed from a workflow perspective was make sure that all of the practices were in place for us to document as a provider versus a non-provider. Our normal interactions with patients really didn't change much, which was pretty exciting.
My goal through all of this is to make this a sustainable business model so that we can see patients every 30 minutes and still be able to justify hiring a pharmacist for this, to pay for our service.
Quite honestly, I don't really think that they view us as any different than their provider. We haven't had any issues with them as far as appointments and coming in and seeing us and, being able to make substantial changes. So that's been really good.
I found a lot of patients extremely satisfied. They even said their life has changed. They did not have prompt ways of reaching out to their provider on a regular basis.
They're receptive to seeing the pharmacist already. So it wasn't a big surprise for our patients. Their willingness to come in is very high. So that was really a very nice surprise as well.
We have 2 ways of tracking all the interventions through the electronic medical record or our EMR. Every time we bill for any services, they get automatically tracked and recorded.
We developed our own little questionnaire template, and within that template, we have certain questions that are pharmacist specific about the interventions we've made. That's kind of our process for collecting the data for our program.
We were able to adapt a regular provider visit template for a pharmacist, creating billing codes that our third-party biller could identify as pharmacist invoices, and we're being paid for those services, which is nice.
It's stuff that we're doing every day anyway, and so it's really great to be able to now bill for the great services that we're providing our patients so that we have sustainable models for our pharmacists.
First of all, we never expected this pharmacist provider program to even roll out. Because we have been waiting for it for a long time, we see the changes in patients' lives. We can justify what exactly pharmacists do.
When you get to spend time with a patient and you're explaining why you added a medication, the medication regimen that we're picking from them based on what their priorities to their care are, based on what outcomes they want to receive, and when that light goes off, that is the most rewarding thing as a pharmacist for me that you could give me.